Welcome. Hello, I am Slick, and welcome to the 5th episode of Boys Club. And today, what we'll be doing is making slime. So this recipe is actually a really good one for it. What you'll need is some contact lens solution, some food coloring to make it look interesting, some Elmer's glue or some white glue. You need a lot of that, and baking soda. For measuring it, you'll need a few measuring spoons, like I have here, a measuring cup, and a bowl itself to actually make the slime in. And once you have all that, you can get started. Once you have the necessary materials, you begin making the slime. So to start off, you'll need 3/4 a cup of the glue. So you just get the measuring cup and pour it in up until roughly 3/4, right there. So you have that, you can pour it into the bowl. And get it all. Once you have the glue in, then you can start with the baking soda. So you need a teaspoon of the baking powder, or the baking soda, sorry. It's 1 TBS. So just look through. You'll need 2 of these. One more. So I only have a half teaspoon, so I need to put 2 in there. 2 of these make 1 teaspoon. Then for the next one, you need 1 tablespoon and a half of the contact lens solution. So through it. So just 1 of these. Here, then 1 of these. So you have that done. Last thing you need to do is just 1 tablespoon of water. Put it right here. Hold it over, that's fine. You can put a bit more if you want to be, so you can put up to like half a cup of water if you want to make it a little bit more stretchy, but it's up to you. And then lastly, just a little bit of food coloring to make it colorful. And then you start mixing. So if you have all the ingredients in, you can just start mixing around. I'll just use a straw because that should work. And it just might take a while mixing for it to turn into a slime that you want. There we go, it's starting to take shape. You can see it's kind of clumping. gotta do. So once you're done mixing, you might have to put a bit more of the baking soda or the contact lens solution in just to level it out. But once you have the right amount in there, you'll have something similar to this right here. So you see, just a huge thing of slime. And once you're done with that, you can do whatever you want with it. Play with it for as long as you need. If you want to use it for later, you can put it in a plastic bag to keep it wet, and so you can use it for another time. And that's really all there is to it. Just for a closer look at the slime. So it is a little bit wet, so just be careful, and it has food coloring, so you don't want to stain any clothing. And yeah, here it is. So you can put more water if you want to make it a bit stretchier, but I think it's good enough as it is. And again, you can adjust the level, so I had to put a bit extra of the baking soda in there and a little bit more of the contact lens solution, but in the end it worked out fine and stretchy as it needs to be. When it dries out a little bit, and it's less watery, you can throw it around. It is bouncy when it gets that level, but just at the moment, when you first make it, it's really wet and can stain clothing due to the food coloring. That's it for this week of Boys Club. I know it was a lot messier than most, and if you want to use it for another time, just put it in a plastic bag to keep it wet. And until then, see ya.